Hola, amigos. I almost completely forgot to stream. Would you believe it? I can't. I actually, this is the first time where I genuinely almost completely forgot. With no exaggeration. Would have been really, really bad. But alas, I am here. So, this is going to be a short session because I am tired. It's really late. And I've been really busy doing like some like lead management. I have a lead who I'm trying to help out. Looks like she might be getting screwed over by the company she's working for in terms of Google Ads. Like I did a quick checkup. On her stuff. She said I'll go through the emails and give you a little bit more information. Give me a second. Hey, what's up? You wanted me to call you Dubem, right? What's up? Cool. So let me go through the emails then. Give you a little bit of a deeper insight as to what's going on. So I saw them and I'm like, hey, saw your submission. Would love to take a look at your ads because they said that they're wasting money on ads that aren't converting. So I was like, hey, I'd love to take a look at your ads, see how we could improve them. And they said that they have an agency servicing seniors in their home with several services from hourly care, respite care, personal care, etc. Is that a field I'm familiar with? And she said to take a look at her business profile and website, and I'll see. So I said I'll be upfront. I haven't worked directly in service home care before. That said, the systems we use are built to generate qualified leads and booked appointments for service-based businesses of all types. We always take the time to understand your specific audience and the kind of messaging that resonates with them and the services you want to highlight. From there, we'd build a campaign around your unique offer and market so it's tailored to your business, not a one-size-fits-all approach. If you'd like, you can even just send over your current ads and I'll review them for free. I'll give you clear suggestions and explain why those changes would make a difference based on best practices. So she said, I have someone doing Google Ads, and also the people who created my website and SEO are the ones creating my ads, but I'm not getting any leads. Were you able to check my business profile? So I did. I said, sorry to hear that. I did a few quick checks to see your SEO, Google business profile, and Google Ads. I said the on-page SEO looks okay. From the reports I ran, it seems like it's structured perfectly fine. I said your Google business profile, on the other hand, doesn't look like it's been optimized at all, so you're likely missing out on a lot of local visibility. And the Google Ads transparency site, which is supposed to show that if you have any active Google Ads campaigns running, is also not showing any ads running. I said, out of curiosity, are the people you're working with keeping you in the loop at all? Do they share reports on like what keywords you're ranking for and how your ads are performing, etc.? Hey Thanos, what's up? So she said, I check Google Ads, but I don't have any clicks. So I was just like, look, I can take a look at your Google ad account if you'd like. Let me know and I'll send you a guide on how you can give me access. And she just said, that would be great. Thank you. So I sent her over the guide. And here's what I said last. I said, guide attached as requested. I'll review your ad account tomorrow. Let me know if you have any issues giving access. Also, as a side note, I personally think for your kind of service that Facebook/Instagram ads would work better, especially if you're on a lower budget. Enjoy the rest of your day. Kind regards. So that's basically what happened with that exchange. Took me a little bit because I had to redo my Google Ads guide, make sure that it's up to date, so the document looks nice and client-facing, you know? And besides that, I had a call scheduled for today, but he said he wants to reschedule. Tomorrow's Saturday. I'm assuming he's not gonna reschedule tomorrow, so I'll probably follow up with him on Monday. I got access to a Go High Level account because of a very kind man who is, I consider a friend of mine now. So I'm going to see how I can use that and integrate it into my business to keep a little bit better track of the leads that I have, because I'm not doing a great job at that. Other than that, I also need to get a phone number. I think they have a phone number integrated there. I need to figure out how the billing works so I could start calling my leads as soon as they come in, because right now I can't call to anybody in the US, Canada, and UK, which is a huge issue. I can only call people in Ireland. The two guys that I got appointments with, I called immediately and booked appointments with them. So I need to have a phone number that I could call people immediately with, because I'm going to get way more booked appointments from the leads that I'm getting in. So way higher likelihood of closing sale. So yeah, see how that goes. Bro, let me work with you. You need to learn marketing as a whole. Been begging since. Sorry. I'm just so damn busy, man. Like, it's so hard to find the time. Like I said, I almost completely forgot to even stream today. I was literally about to go to bed, but somebody reminded me that I should be streaming. So, good thing, because chances are I would have been in bed and I would have realized right before bed that, shit, I forgot to stream. Would have had to put my clothes on, go back upstairs. Or maybe come back upstairs with my clothes off. Who knows? We could have had a little bit of a kinky stream. I'm just kidding. What's up, my bro? Wow, that's a good exchange. Simple. Yeah, like, it's not that complicated. I want to provide value. I want them to see me as being helpful. Don't want to pitch them anything. I'm like, look, I'll take a look at, you know, what it is that you're doing. See if I could improve some of your results. See if I can help you with anything. Building up that kind of rapport makes it so much easier to sell as well, because if I'm like, hey, here's what these guys are doing wrong, they're kind of like, this is what's working, this is what's not, she might be like, you know, I should just work with this guy instead, he clearly knows what he's talking about. Especially if I made some kind of changes for her that started bringing in results, then she might be like, okay, I actually want this to be an ongoing thing, you know? So that's kind of the idea behind that. So, what else? Let's see our meta ad campaign. I haven't really been paying attention today. I think I got another lead today. Yeah, it was the person I've been talking to, actually. Yes. I got another form submission from my free training form. I don't know if it's somebody that just found my Instagram account or if it's somebody from YouTube. Not sure. And I got another submission today, but it looks like it's from the same email, but they gave a different name this time and they gave a different time to start, which I thought was quite odd. Tried to call them on WhatsApp because I saw they were available on WhatsApp. They didn't respond. So I might just send them an email as well and go like, you know, hey, what's the deal? How come you're looking to start later? That kind of thing. So yes, that's all of our emails finito. Next, Facebook ads campaign. Let's take a look. So, still have just the one main ad set. It has 28 leads, $16.94 per lead, which is a little inaccurate, probably closer to €20-ish. Not bothered to do the math right now. For anybody who wants to do the math, you could do it yourself. I'm going to call out all the figures. So far, we've spent €474.32. Our reach is 4,244. Impressions, 9,852. CPM, €48.13. Link clicks, 148. Cost per link click, 321. Link click-through rate, 1.5%. Very standard. Landing page views, 102. Let's see our landing page conversion rate. It is 27%, pretty solid. And that's that. Yeah. I should work on adding more ad creatives to this campaign, especially some varied ones, because I only have image ads in this campaign right now. They're performing above average in terms of conversions, which is nice. But yeah, it's going decent. It's going decent. Kinky stream AO, yeah. How have you been? Did you finish? I think you said you were working on a video. Did you get that finished? Let me take a look. No, you did not. It's not uploaded. Oh, I'll keep working at it, man. You said you hit 600 subs recently. I see you're at 611 now, so nice to see you growing. Good job. Yeah, I really just need to work on those ads and work on my emails. The guy, I had a good lead. The guy probably went with a different company. I'm going to ask him next week why he went with a different company, just to see if we could get a little bit of market research, see if like their offer was better, or maybe he just did some research and saw that I don't have any reviews or something and it was more of like a reputation thing. Who knows? But it'd be good to ask, you know, just as a friendly thing. I sent him that marketing plan that I was supposed to make. I spent a long time making that, sent it to him. then wrote a couple more of my nurture emails, made sure that my campaigns are all up and running and still functioning well. I should reach out and do like a reminder proc sort of thing tomorrow. Maybe I should write that down. To do tomorrow. Go through all my old leads and ask them if they're still interested, or pitch them something for free. What else do I need to do tomorrow? Take a look at the new leads Google Ads account. Set up GHL and test to see if the phone number is working. Anything else is really important? Work on more ad creatives for current campaign. Update lead nurture system. Make sure to add more emails. That's about it, I think. Okay. Yeah, not much else to update you on. I don't really want to spend too much time here just because I'm really tired. Fucking hot as well. Sweating so bad right now. Did I get a message? No. Okay. Cool. Yeah, so unless anybody has anything to say, any questions to ask, anything they want to know, give it a few minutes. If not, then it's going to be a short one today. Just spilled water all over myself like a dumbass. Great. Drank so much water today. Yo, just joined. What's up? What is your most pressing question? Ask something. You have a perfect opportunity right now, Ali. Your question, if I were to guess, your question is probably going to be like, what is this about? You joined at a bad time then to ask that kind of question. Because I'm about to split. Yeah, okay, fair enough. So I run a series where I'm growing a business from scratch in 90 days on YouTube with the live streams. I've been live streaming every day. This is day 74. We're almost at the end of it. We have a couple of weeks left to get a client. Where I show pretty much everything that happens within the business. I share all the statistics, the analytics, all the documents I make, the offer creation, pretty much anything you could think of, building websites, etc. And yeah, that's kind of the idea. I'm having less and less time to do this. This is more of like a side project for me. I'm having less and less time to do this because I'm like really starting to stress out by the little amount of time that we have left. Because I'm about to run out of money. So that's a big problem. So I'm really trying to utilize every single lead I have to try and squeeze them as much as I can. So I'm putting a lot of effort into doing a lot of free work for a bunch of people. So, yeah. Even with some of the free work, even if I don't get some of them as clients, I might be able to get some reviews out of it. That would still be nice. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, not a lot of time left. Have some more things to work on. It's getting stressful. I think we can do it. We're only a quarter of the way through the ad budget because I haven't been running at max capacity. Because I need to make a better campaign. So there's still some space left there to get a sale. At the very least, I want to get to a situation where the LTGP equals CAC. So Basically, the amount of money that I make from each one of my customers equals the amount of money that it costs me to acquire that customer. That's where I want to be at the very least, so that I break even. But ideally, I want to be at least like a 2-time CAC to, well, LTGP to CAC ratio, because I really need to make a living, you know, and rent is due soon. Targeting tips. How much do you spend on ads daily? Right now, 30 euro. Targeting tips, with the Andromeda update, leave it broad. Run a CBO campaign, so campaign budget optimization, not ad set budget optimization. And leave the targeting as broad. Do all of your targeting and all of your angles inside the ad itself. Run one campaign, that's your testing campaign, your / prospecting campaign. Inside that, have one ad set which is has broad targeting. Just select the countries that you want to run in, and inside that ad set have 3 to 8 different ad creatives. So sorry, different ads, not just ad creatives. So different ads with different formats, like single image, video, carousel, have different angles or different creatives or different hooks. And let them run. Let the algorithm figure it out. With the new Andromeda update, they're really pushing the AI in terms of the targeting. They're trying to make the targeting easier. So that's kind of the recommended structure now. A lot has changed since that Andromeda update. Then if you want to scale your campaigns, you want to have a second campaign, which is your scale campaign. That's also going to be a campaign budget optimization one with one ad set. And what you're going to do is when you have high performing ads in your prospecting campaign, you're going to graduate them. Basically, you're going to select them and click the duplicate button in the Meta Ads dashboard and duplicate them into your scale campaign and then run them there. Now, the reason you want to do that is because if you keep the winning ads, the ones that are doing really well in your prospecting campaign on, they're going to eat the majority of the budget, and it's going to make it difficult for you to test other ads. So you want to turn them off. This is very different from the way ads used to be ran. Usually when you'd be running successful ads, you don't want to turn them off. But now you do, in this structure, you want to turn it off, graduate it into the scale campaign where you'd have a higher budget set and let it run that way. So that you'd have one campaign basically where you test different ads and you find ones that work well, then you pump it up into the other campaign. What else do you need to know? Anything else? Yeah, because of the new Andromeda update, all of the top of funnel, middle of funnel, and bottom of funnel ads are pretty much all tested together. So the way that you, because they're all in the same ad set, and Meta shows, for example, it can recognize which ads are kind of more top of funnel, middle funnel, bottom of funnel, and it'll show to the appropriate audience based on where they are in the customer journey. Like there's some people that are already ready to buy. There's some people who don't know the problem exists, so it's going to show different ads to different people based on that journey in the correct order. At least that's the idea. So you don't really need to do a lot of retargeting. You can do retargeting still like manually if you want, but you don't really need to do it supposedly anymore. Unless you have a very specific reason to do so, but for the majority of businesses, you don't really need to do it anymore. And then also the way that you recognize which ads are doing best has slightly changed as well. You don't only want to graduate you don't want to graduate the ads based on just the return on ad spend, ROAS, and how good the cost per lead is. You don't want to just do that anymore. What you actually want to do is see which ads are getting the majority of the budget share and they're also performing well. So their ROAS is high. It's hitting your targets that you have. The CPL is low. It's also hitting your targets that you have. And the ad spend, it's taking up a good portion of the total ad spend of the campaign. Because if it's not, then it doesn't have enough data to know whether or not it's a good campaign, whether or not it's a good ad. So you need to make sure that you factor that in when you're putting them into the scale campaign. That's about it. Do you think location matters while targeting? Yeah, location absolutely matters. If you have an ad in English and you're gonna show it to the Congo or to like fucking Zimbabwe, well, you don't want to do that. Like you gotta, at the very least, you should. It also depends on what kind of ads you're running. If you're running for a local business, then you should only do your serviceable area. So you should drop a pin and make sure that it extends to the people that you can actually service. If it's a global thing, like you could do it internationally, then you could be more broad. You can select countries, but you still only want to select countries which can actually speak the language that you're running the ads of. Otherwise, you're going to waste a lot of budget. Hey, Rhoda, what's up? How do I learn without being a bug or leech on you while actually assisting you? Look, I will let you know at some point when I can when I can give you something, because right now I've just been extremely busy. It's been really tough for me. So I'm sorry about that. There's just like I'm really running low on time. It might be the kind of thing where I will only be able to give you something maybe when we have our first client or so. It's just like, yeah, because I'm running out of time. It's genuinely just because you have no idea, like I'm working practically every minute. And to take the time right now to explain something and possibly have it be done wrong and then have to go back and yada yada, it would be really hard to deal with. I feel like it might actually slow down the progress. So look, I'll see. Hey, Ellebeck, what's up? Why don't you sell masterminds instead of general live streams? The reason I don't do that is because I don't want to sell information which I don't know how to apply correctly. I haven't used this to have a successful marketing agency. I know a lot, but I need to know I can apply it before I want to give it away, because I don't want to be a scammer. It's really just a morality issue. I genuinely believe that if I tried to sell courses or sell masterminds, webinars, stuff like that, I could do really, really good, because I'm charismatic and I'm really like authentic. So it's easy for people to trust me. But a big part of the reason I don't is because my morality stops me, because I would feel like I'm lying to people by trying to teach them something that I don't have solid evidence I can actually apply, you know? So that's mostly why. That's why I'm sharing everything that I'm doing transparently. There might come a time, like if enough people asked me to make some kind of courses that they want to purchase, I would. I have had a few people ask actually, but I feel like it's not enough to warrant trying to get it up and running, because I wouldn't get enough sales to sustain myself before I would run out of money. So it's kind of like a do or die situation for me right now. But also the main thing is that I don't want to feel like I'm scamming people. I know a lot of other course sellers do that, but I just don't want to do that. I really am trying to do this very legitimately. How far along are you on the 2K goal? No, we haven't made any money yet. We ran an email campaign for 3 weeks, and we've been running the ad campaign for about 2 weeks. And we have a few hot leads, a few dead leads, and a few like in between. So I'm trying really hard to convert some of them. So we'll see how that goes. I really believe that with enough effort, I can get it done within the next couple of weeks. And once I do, even just getting one monthly retainer or two would be a drastic help, because then I would be able to take a little bit of a breather and get some more experience and possibly outsource some stuff, because then I would know that I'm not about to go homeless. It would still be tight though. Have you tried cold call too? No, because I didn't have the time. There's a lot of things that I would have done differently if I went back in time. I should have done cold calling instead of cold emailing. I wish I did that instead. But I think the most likely thing to work right now is the ads. We're getting a decent amount of leads in. Like I have 24-ish good leads. A few of them are hot. I have a few which seem to want to take some calls, have some discussions. I'm in the process of helping a couple. So, what do you spend most of your time on right now? Trying my best to give as much value to the current leads that I have as possible. And also trying to come up with different ads. Has each had a different offer? No, right now I'm just testing creatives. Most, in my opinion, like the most important thing in an ad is the hook. Well, no, the most important thing is the offer. Second most important thing probably is the hook, and then the third most important thing I think is the creative. With the offer, it's a lot of work to make multiple offers and be able to keep track of all of them, because they would need separate landing pages and they would need separate email like sequences and stuff. So it's just a little too time consuming. So I'm testing mainly hooks and creatives right now. I need to do more on the ads. I spent all of today and yesterday pretty much just warming up the leads I have. I need to work on adding some more creatives to that campaign. I mean, I was in the process of building a really good video ad, which I think would convert. It's like got a little humor in it. It's got some information in it. It calls out the problems of the customers I'm gonna go for and whatever else. Hey Charlotte, how you doing? How are you? I don't know what, like, Charlotte Ava, I'm assuming you're female. It's pretty unusual to have a woman call you man. I don't know why. I feel like I don't hear that often. Like, hey man. Just a bit, I feel like it's more of a thing men say to each other, but whatever. Where are you from? How old are you? I am originally from Lithuania. I grew up in Ireland. Now I live in Spain. I am 23. Also, Ava, do you, or Charlotte, do you do digital art? Or do you do anything of the sort? I'm just being instantly judgmental because of the first few messages. Yeah, okay, figured. You came to the wrong stream. I'm broke. I got no money right now. I'm gonna go homeless in like 3 weeks. Sorry. Alright. Yeah. You know, out of curiosity, have you made any sales using Twitch as a strategy? Because I see a lot of people doing it, and sometimes I wonder if it actually works. If you want to learn some marketing strats, you know, you're welcome to ask me. Because that's pretty much all I do. You bought the Money Models book? Yes, I did buy the Money Models book. I did not buy the package. That would be fucking insane. It was like 5 grand or something. I don't have that kind of money to spend right now. Yeah, good book though. I liked it. Anyway, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm tired. You got all the updates you need. This will do for today. Almost half an hour of stream time. That's fine. Thanks everyone for joining. You know, happy to see you all here again. And anybody new as well. Did you drop out of college? No, I finished college. I did 2 years in college. I did a year working as an accountant, and then I did 2 years working as a chartered, well, studying to be chartered accountant while working full-time in audit. I've always done a lot of shit at the same time, so got a lot done in a short amount of time. How do you market an album? Shit. Don't worry about the money. Please see my work when you need, then hit me. The thing is, like, it's really, I'm not your best target audience. But I am curious, like, tell me, does this strategy work? Sorry for asking a lot of questions. No, it's all good. Like, ask as many as you want. The questions help keep the thought process flowing. Hey, Roblox nerd. How do you market an album? That's kind of an interesting one. I feel like marketing albums nowadays has a lot more to do with your connections than anything else. Like, you've got organic social media and you've got connections. I feel like it'd be kind of hard to get it off the ground any other way because the majority of the success of music in today's industry relies on the personality of the creator and the artist. Nobody really, like, we don't lack good music anymore. So people are not listening to music because the music is good. They're listening to music because it's good and they like the person that made it. So it's a lot about personal branding. So you should have a strong personal brand built, and having connections, like having producers and whatnot that could connect you with certain people, would be really good as well. The like marketing industry for music has changed a lot in the last 30 years. Could you share an example of any ad you're running? Would love to see. Yeah, I mean, look, it's literally, it's as simple as it gets. I'll show you an ad right now that's at 10 euro cost per lead. Hey, Ezio. Yeah, like I haven't had a lot of time to work on making like better ads because I've been so busy with all of the rest of the stuff. I am working on like a better ad campaign, but look, I mean, I'll show you just to show you that even the simple stuff works to a degree at least. Where is it? I restructured my folders today. Picture ads. Yeah, it's just a simple image ad. This one. No, this one. This one. Yes. Here you go. There. Is that legible? It's pretty simple. How do you market a person? Be very likable and have a unique personality. And have good what am I trying to say? Like good editing for your videos and stuff. Them graphics need work. Look, sometimes the thing is, people really overestimate sometimes what's important in the ads. Like, this works. Like I said, I'm getting leads with this ad right now at 10 euro cost per lead. No, it sends them to a landing page. Our landing page actually right now has a 27% conversion rate. So it's doing well. Could use your face. Could, but I ran like a few video ads as well, and the video ads actually are doing worse, so I turned them off. Like, this is performing better than the video ads I made so far. What can you do? Yeah, like the graphics are not amazing. I need to do different creatives. Dubem, if you want, feel free to take this concept and come up with some kind of different format, or like make it look different. Yeah. And I'll drop it in the campaign. We'll see how it performs. Don't change any of the text. Just restructure it. Make it look different. Did you use WhatsApp button? Well, it doesn't make sense for the WhatsApp button because I need to get their email. This isn't a direct offer. This is a lead magnet. So I need to get their email so I can send them the thing that they opted in for. There's your task, Dubem. Take this ad, take the same text, and create a different style. And if I like it, I'll put it in the campaign. How's that? How long have you been streaming? 74 days. I haven't missed a day. This series is as long as I've been streaming. I'm not a streamer first, you know? That's not my main thing. Is it boring? No, I like talking to people. It's boring being on the same subject over and over. I would like to do other things. Like, again, I'm not a streamer first. My streams are like not optimized to be the most fun and the most engaging things. I don't talk about that interesting of a topic. It's not very, there's not a lot of like broad interest in it. It's very analytical at times. So like, it's not made for a wide audience. But yeah, you know, that's all I can really say. I could make the streams more engaging, but I set this up as like with the most primitive and basic things that I need to be able to start doing it. So I'm not optimized to grow as big as possible and to retain an audience as much as possible and to increase my view time and stuff like that. I'm mainly relying on my personality for that, and it does the job occasionally. Why do you stream? Because I think that if this worked, this would be a super awesome thing to have on YouTube, because I'm just a guy who would have went from nothing, living off his savings, no investment, all by himself, making money online. I think it would be very inspirational and would help a lot of people. Because I've never seen anybody do this. That's why I started doing it. I was tired of all the gurus that are constantly giving very surface level information and trying to funnel people into buying their courses. And I was like, what if I just did the opposite of that? What if I just gave every piece of information away for free and showed everything transparently within my business? I don't remember when you joined and when you started watching, but the majority of the time, like, I did a lot of the work on stream. It wasn't just talking. We're talking about business. Yeah, don't know when you started listening. I'm growing a digital marketing agency, and I'm basically showing and everything that's happening, going through the analytics of how things are going and stuff. Started watching yesterday. Okay, so yeah, this isn't, these streams have only been like this recently, where it's just been talking. It's been like this for like a week and a half, but that's just because of the stage of the business that we're in, which is most of the stuff that I have to do is making ads and making content, which ads are a very creative process in terms of the writing, so it'd be difficult to do that while streaming simultaneously. And then the rest of it is filming, which I can't do while I'm doing this. Whereas for most of the other streams, like, I showed the entire process of building my website, of planning, all the documents I've used, all of the ads I've shown, everything else. Like, pretty much anything you can think of, I have showed the actual stuff on the stream. Can't talk about business, so bye guys. All right, see ya. Sorry if the YouTube algorithm forces you to watch me more. I do it alone. I mean, why not try to get a co-founder or sort? Because I know that not a lot of people will have that. I have put myself in the most fucked situation I can think of because I think it would make the best story and the best inspiration. I have no connections. I have not a good relationship with my family. I don't have anybody I am doing this with. I don't have any income. I'm living completely off savings, which I saved up by working myself. I haven't had a single penny given to me. And I moved country to a place where I don't speak the language, so I can't get a job, and I'm forcing myself to do this. Because if I succeed, it's going to be a very, very motivating, inspirational thing for other people, because I'm just a normal guy who was in a fucked situation who was able to do it. And I think that would be awesome. That's why. I know that if I went back to living with my mom and got a job and tried to do this from the comfort of my home without the stress of paying bills, and whatever else, I know I would be able to do it. If I just had, like, income for a couple months, I would know 100% I'd be able to do it. Because I would just dump it all into ads, test everything the way it's supposed to be tested with a proper budget, and I would make sales. I know I can do it. I know it works. But I wanted to put myself in a dire situation, like what a lot of people are in, just to prove that I could do it under those circumstances. And, well, we're about to find out if I can. If not, I'll take a short respite for a couple of years and then try again. What's up, Shorty? That's such a weird way to introduce yourself to someone you've never talked to before. Hi. Hey, Chaz, how you doing? What's your deal, Rock? Let me check your channel. You're getting audited. 4 subs, no videos. Is that you in your profile picture? I like your hair, cut half moon. Thanks. It's a little dirty right now. Usually looks better than this. A little oily. It's more full most of the time, but thanks. I like your hair as well. Very fluffy, if that's actually you. Also, did you paint on your eyebrows? It's a very small image, but it kind of looks like you're wearing makeup on your eyebrows. Not that it matters. Don't know why I'm pointing that out. I'm just bored. Disregard what I said. Don't answer. It's none of my business. Good, what about you? Yeah, I'm doing okay as well. Difficult day today. But we move. Life goes on. How do you say that? It looked. I was putting it through my. I was putting it through my Ligma analysis, my Ligma filter. Did it say "gay is me"? Is that really what it said? How are you supposed to say that? You should keep wolf haircut. It'll look good. Yeah, I think it does. Yeah, I think the wolf cut does suit me. It's actually funny you say that because this is the most amount of compliments I've ever gotten about my hair in my life since I've been streaming this. I made a vow that I'm not gonna cut my hair until I make money. So I haven't cut my hair in fucking ages. It's just been growing and growing. This is just my like previous haircut growing out. I think he's bullying you. I don't think he's bullying me. No. Okay. Clarification. Also, gay is me. You followed on Twitch? You watching on Twitch? Why not saying anything? You a lurker? What do you do for a living? Right now, nothing. Because I'm not living. But I'm doing this business, which I guess I'm doing marketing. Good day. There you are. Hey, what's the story behind your name? Because it literally just seems like gay is me. Like it. How'd you come up with that? But yeah, I'm doing marketing. I'm trying to start up a digital marketing agency, but I don't have any money and income right now, so I'm barely holding on to the living part. I'm starting to really think about accepting some investments, perhaps. Prank some streamers. Okay, so it is supposed to be like a Ligma thing. Because I was wondering, because it doesn't really like flow as well as the other ones. But, ah well. Gay is me. You're in crypto. I'm not in crypto. No. Digital marketing, not crypto. I sell Facebook ad services with websites and email marketing and Google ads and whatever else. Fiverr. No, not Fiverr. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna call it a day. I'm tired. Any final remarks? I'm gonna give it a solid 15 seconds. You better jot down your thoughts fast if you have any. Or I am gone. Ugh. Can't believe I almost forgot to stream today. Good thing David reminded me. Where are you from? Lithuania. Grew up in Ireland. Now I live in Spain. You monetized on YouTube? No, not even close. Nowhere near. You want to make much money? Yeah, I would like that. I don't care that much though. I just want to make enough to live. So I could just run my business and, you know, just live a chill life. Even if I have to work more than normal job. At least I get the freedom to wake up when I want and shit when I want, you know? We're in Spain. Near the south. Along the coastline. You know, if you want to help me get monetized, just share the streams with every single person you know that could be interested. That would help. But no, I again, the YouTube stuff is a side project for me. I might take it, you know, more seriously if I have time in the future. Because I have some really, really good ideas for videos. Especially in regards to turning this series into short digestible videos. So like each stream would become like a 10-minute video summarizing the main points in like a story-like format. No, don't share the stream right now because I'm about to finish it. Don't share it right now. Did you create YouTube to make money or to have fun? Oh, just have fun. Like it's a side project. The main thing is my business and trying to get my business to work. And this was a side project which I thought if I succeed, it would be really cool to have done. I'm not optimized for YouTube at all. I almost fucking said YouTube. I'm not optimized for YouTube at all. It's just a side project. It would be nice, maybe someday, but that's not my main goal. But maybe in future. Like I said, I think making a series of these streams into digestible story-like, like storytelling format videos, I think would be really, really cool. I have a video that I started that's like 70% done, and it's pretty cool. I think it would do really well. I miss the feel of man-made videos on YouTube. I feel so plastic. Start sorting the things out again. Yeah, I completely agree. I think there's going to be a resurgence of that kind of content sometime soon on YouTube. The more AI stuff comes out and the more commercialized it becomes, the more people are going to start missing the old style of YouTube content. But yeah, I think the video that I'm working on right now is pretty cool. I'm off to sleep. See you tomorrow. If YouTube cons remind me, they probably will. You've been here a couple times already. If not, join the Discord. You get notified there when I go live. Otherwise, good night, brother. How long have you been in Spain? About a year. Kind of want to filter taking away AI. Yeah, that would be nice. Just select, like, make a toggle that's like remove AI generated content. I would like that as well, to be honest. Anyway, have a good night or day or whatever, you know, wherever you're from. Thanks for watching. See some of you tomorrow. My streaming schedule right now is a bit inconsistent, but sometimes in the Discord, I let people know what time I'm planning to stream at. So if you want to join the Discord, you're welcome to do that. You can find it in my YouTube profile. Gay is me. In case you want a link as well, I will give it to you. Here you are. For everybody else, click on my YouTube profile and you'll see there's a link at the top of my page. Thank you. I'll consider it. Yeah, look, you're not forced to join. I'm just letting you know in case you want to do it. But this kind of content might not even be for you, so it's fine. Do you think AI will take over human jobs in the next 5 years? It already has been. It's just going slow. Link of Discord is in description. Yeah, on the horizontal format it is, yes. On the vertical, they can't access it. But yeah, it's already started taking over jobs. Unless you mean, will it take over all jobs? And the answer to that is no. But it's started already. So it's just going to get worse. Progressively worse. My job is kind of at stake as well. Depends on how fast the adoption of it is and how advanced it gets, how quickly. So, pick the shitty career to get into, I think. Anything creative is a shitty career to get into at the moment. Anyway, have a good day, night, whatever else, people. Thanks for joining. See you tomorrow.